Yeah, in this video, we would like to discuss about active elements. Active elements. So, as per the definition of active elements, any elements can deliver the energy or capable to deliver the energy for a long period of time is known as active elements. So, you can write any element, any element is capable of delivering energy for a long period of time is known as active element. So examples for that you can take voltage source and current source. Okay, voltage source and current source. Let's we go one by one. Voltage source. Okay, so in the first video we defined what are the types of elements, and in that we have active elements and passive elements, and subcategories also given once you go through the first video, so that you can easily understand the things. So in case of voltage source, I have two types again. One is the ideal voltage source, another one is the practical voltage source. The major difference between these two is ideal voltage source. I will define now. Ideal voltage source. Difference is the only internal resistance. So the internal resistance of ideal voltage source is 0. Internal resistance of this ideal voltage source is 0. And how we are going to indicate that? So representation of this ideal voltage source. Okay, in case of DC, you can take, there is a terminal voltage V and the current flowing is I, and this is the Vs and plus minus in case of DC. Whereas in AC, I could able to represent the symbol like this. Okay, and this is the terminal voltage V of t, and the current is, you can take I of t, and you can take the source voltage is Vs of t in case of AC. If you take the characteristics of this current and voltage, okay, current versus voltage, and you are going to get that is a constant one. Okay, so this is the ideal voltage source. Next, coming to the practical voltage source. Practical voltage source. Practical voltage source. So internal resistance of this practical voltage source, internal resistance is not equals to 0, and it is given by Rs. It is Rs. Okay, so you can draw the figure here, and this is a resistor internal resistance, and if you take the terminal voltage V, and this you can take Vs plus minus, and you can take this is the internal resistance, the current is I. As per KVL, Vs you can write that is I into Rs plus V. Okay, or V you can write Vs minus I into Rs if you want to find the terminal voltage. Okay, so this is for DC. In case of AC, I could able to represent with a impedance here. Okay, in series with that. Okay, and the terminal voltage you can take that is V of t, and you can take this is Vs of t, and you can take this is Z of t. The current flowing or ZS you can take. Okay, this is ZS, and current flowing you can take, that is I of t. Now this is for AC, and if you draw the characteristics for this, okay, if you draw the characteristics, this is current and this is voltage. So for DC, for ideal case I am going to get a constant value, and practical one it will slight lagging, so there is a drop of this one I into RS, there is a drop. In case of AC, you are going to get that drop as I of t into ZS. Okay, so got the idea now, practical voltage source and ideal voltage source. Okay, so next I can go with the current source. Okay, current source. Again I have two types. One is the ideal current source, another one is the practical current source. So ideal current source, ideal current source. Again, the internal resistance of this ideal current source is infinity. You can write internal resistance is equals to infinity. Okay, so I can represent this is like this representation, current source. Okay, and you can take the voltage V here, terminal voltage, and this is current IS. Okay, this is for DC. In case of AC also I can represent like this only. Okay, V terminal voltage, and this can take IS of t. Okay, and if you take the characteristics, that is voltage versus current, and the characteristics, it is a constant value. Okay, that is a ideal current source, whereas practical current source, the internal resistance Rn, I can represent here, Rn is not equals to 0, but it is a minimum value. Practical current source delivers energy at specified current here, which is depends on the voltage across the source. Okay, so in case of this practical current source, Rn I could indicate it by Rs, and it is represented like this. So this is for AC. Take current source, and there is a internal resistance is connected parallel to the source, current source. You can take this is IS, this is RS. You can take this is a terminal voltage V, and this is the current flowing through the from the source. Okay, and practical this is practical current source in case of DC, and similar way you can represent for AC. So that is like this, IS of t, this is ZS. Okay, and you can take the terminal voltage V of t here, and if you draw the characteristic for this current or voltage versus current. Okay, and there is a ideal one, there is a constant, but there is a resistance added in the given circuit. Due to that I am going to get the slight drop. Okay, so these are about the active elements, current source as well as voltage source. In next video we would like to discuss about the circuit laws. Okay, I will stop here. Thank you.